Good evening, Aquarius. This is your reading for the rest of September 2025. As I am recording this, it is the night of the full blood moon and the lunar eclipse. That means we have a lot of energy cycling around and circling around. Right now is a great time for release, renew, and realign. Right now is a good time to get rid of things that no longer serve you, to bring in things that will align with you in your future endeavors. So this looks like getting rid of things or people, change of situations that just no longer are making you happy, giving you life, situations that you know probably are not for your greater good, because we will be forced to really get rid of them anyway. Our hands will be forced. It'll feel like we're losing something very abruptly, but we have the power to choose what it is we are ready to release and to move on from. So now is a good time to do that, as we will be forced to do that here soon. As we move forward, because we're being forced to release, you also, if you are proactive about it, have the ability to decide what you would like to bring in further into your life. This looks like giving up old patterns. This looks like giving up old addictions, ways of being, routines that no longer serve us, work for us, people in our lives that are no good for us, relationships that are just not going anywhere. This looks different for every person. So now is a good time to kind of rest and rejuvenate from there. Aquarius, we will include elements of astrology into this. So in addition to that heavy energy that everybody has been feeling and will continue to feel, I will discuss some of the dates and challenges and benefits that we can look forward to for the rest of September. Because this is only 10-minute long reading or so, we can't dive fully into it, but I want to highlight areas that are worth noting. Current energy, of course, is going to be the lunar eclipse, which will affect you pretty significantly. This is happening in your second house, and so it's a good time to release old money habits, overspending, places that your money is going, focusing on where your money is going, in addition to focusing on reframing how you feel about your own self-worth and your values and what the world and what you think of yourself. That is a good time to do that starting today for the next week. Until the 13th, so for the rest of this week, this is eclipse week, so it is good to reflect on your values and make sure that we're not overindulging in our financial decisions. And so we want to try to avoid making giant financial decisions for you for the next week. That way everything is smooth sailing and we don't overindulge, we don't overspend, we're not overcomplicating things, and we're setting ourselves up for, a good period of longevity. From September 21st through the 22nd, we will have the solar eclipse happening on the full or the new moon. And that's a great time for you to establish new routines, take care of yourself, new self-care routines, and really focus on your health. So this can be lifestyle changes, exercise. This can be diet, nourishing your body with better food. Maybe you've gotten off track. This can look like, maybe starting the Pilates regimen that you've said. Anything that has to do with yourself and your health. That will be a big area to focus on specifically as we approach the 21st through the 22nd of this month. That will be a good time, but it's good to do it anyway. Things that we can find challenging over the rest of the month is, again, we have to keep sticking on, don't be impulsive with your finances. Try your best not to make big financial decisions or purchases at this time. Wait until this energy clears out. You're going to really be confronted with some difficult spending habits, and I'm trying to really ingrain that now is not a good time to overindulge and overspend. It will require and push Aquariuses to release financial behaviors that no longer empower them. Sometimes this shows up as a sudden loss in major income that puts you in a position where you don't have any money whatsoever. We just want to prevent those things. Emotional intensity around spending. So again, feeling validated by spending, a little bit Taurus characteristics, but feeling self-worth over your ability to spend, feeling showy. Your finances take center stage at this time. So If I were you, I just wouldn't spend much money at all, and definitely refrain from big financial decisions. So pay your bills, do the basic things, hunker down, and live a little bit boringly for the rest of the month. That is the big highlight for you besides your self-worth. You might invite in new kind of thought patterns around yourself, and so that would be good. But overall, the stars are aligning heavily for you to use caution with your finances. Now jumping into the tarot, the first card out of the deck is the Two of Wands in reverse. This is a slow, stagnant energy. It's something that is not moving as fast as we would like, sitting stagnant and not progressing forward. Then we have our Queen of Cups in reverse. This is a situation where maybe we, are feeling just kind of put off to others. We're being cold to others. We're not being as engaging with others. We feel super indifferent about our time with others or towards a particular situation. So whatever situation, maybe we were relying on somebody else to help push us along in a new direction and they've been sitting on it. And so now you're feeling some type of way. King of Cups in reverse. Almost every card, every reading has had this card. I think there's one reading that has not had this card. I'm going to go back and check. Our King of Cups is about really watching our emotions. Don't pull in oversensitivity at this time. So things that people may say, things that people may do. Try not to take it so personally, so that way we're not reacting. And I'm quite certain that's why this card keeps coming out, because we're in a very heightened energy right now when it comes to needing to think things through and not react. And then we have our Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups in the upright tells us that we have a new beginning starting. This could be a relationship that is, it could be an actual relationship, kind of in the stars for you. But the Ace of Cups is using, that new beginning, that new kinship, and exploring kind of the depths as far as that goes. This also could be in reference to just a new squad. Realigning yourself with close friends and family, bringing in kind of new start. Maybe we've been going through some tough times. Maybe we've all veered apart, and now it's time to bring in the new. Because we do have the Three of Cups, which is a celebration. Generally a celebration that is based around close relationships with groups of people. So maybe we have reached out to family or friends that we haven't seen in a while. Maybe we've had the opportunity to regroup with them and enjoy time spent with them. And so we're really just bringing in that nice energy. And we're super happy about that. If we haven't, now would be a great time to do that. Reach out to people you haven't spoken to in a while. Check in on them. It'll mean a lot to them. And then we have the Hanged Man in reverse. So this is another area that holds us in limbo. It gives us no direction forward. We want to kind of see that card switch back into the upright, which is to gain new perspectives and enlightenment. And right now, with it being in the reverse, we have no direction. Our life and our passion and our goals are sort of stuck in limbo. And we want to really embark on this journey and bring in new. So focus on your goals, your ambitions. If this is a relationship that you're intrigued with, what does that look like to you? And what will it do as far as serving you better in the future? It's probably a complex situation, probably some moving parts. And then we have our Cocoon card, reminding us that we have the ability to blossom into a beautiful, beautiful way. This can look like love, life, our self-worth, acknowledging that just because we were young and dainty at one point doesn't mean we don't blossom into a beautiful being that we are. Reminding us to find beauty in other things as well. So encouraging us to find beauty from within and growing stronger and stronger every day. So that way we can fly to new heights. Your affirmation card for the rest of the month is the circle around me. The circles around me empower me. So again, that follows the trend on this being a collaborative effort with groups of people, needing to reach out to groups of people. The circles around you empower you. In this tarot reading, it focuses on celebratory energy when it comes to utilizing groups of people and multi squads. So I would use this time to really focus on maybe getting together with people if you're embarking on endeavors as far as business goes, collaborating with others, finding people to pull you into the circle. So that way it can empower you. Well, I hope that this has been a little bit helpful, and I hope that everybody stays crisp and clean through this chaotic energy, and I will see you next time. Happy full moon.